Hi, and welcome to Your Soul's Operating System by Divine Reflection. I'm really honored that you're here, and I think that you made a great decision today to start your personal transformation. The wisdom behind this course is rooted in the actual spiritual, mental, and emotional systems that shape how our minds operate. What you and I are going to do together is to go beyond the surface of life and really reconnect with something that is much, much deeper. And I believe that what you'll discover here has the power to really shift not just how you think, but your entire life. It's going to open the door to real transformation and change in your life. This course is about giving you insight into your soul's inner system, or what I call the architecture underneath your entire inner system. That's what drives your thoughts, emotions, desires, and behaviors. The mechanics most of us are never taught to see, let alone to work with. Now here's the reality. Most of us are navigating through life just completely disconnected from what we truly are. Let me try to explain it through an example. Imagine yourself that you're a mechanic working on a car you've never worked on before, and the engine doesn't work, would not start. And you keep swapping parts, you're tinkering with it, you check the cables, you check the wiring system, the pistons, you're trying everything you can, except doing one thing, realizing that the car just doesn't have gas, it's out of gas. And that's how most of us live. We try to fix symptoms without ever understanding the root cause. So in this course, we'll try to break down that system using practical tools you can apply right away. Now, let me be clear, this method isn't something I invented. It's grounded in the ancient wisdom of Kabbalah, which is about 3,500 years old, and it was written in an ancient Babylonian language, which was passed quietly from one scholar to another for hundreds of generations. And only in the last century was it open to the public, because the scholars of this era came to the realization that humanity reached a point where it desperately needs this wisdom. So in the past 100 years or so, as we can see around us, technology has advanced tremendously, especially now in the AI era. But when it comes to soul search, understanding our inner system, we're still light years behind, and some might say we even went backwards. Let me give you an image. Try to close your eyes. Imagine that you're living in a dimly lit room your entire life, and sometimes you feel discomfort or confusion, maybe even pain, but you don't really know why. And then suddenly, at some point in your life, someone turns on the light, and now you see all kinds of things. You start seeing sharp glass on the floor, or maybe a window that was closed tight, or a fan that was switched off. And suddenly, everything starts to make sense to you. Nothing in the room really changed. The only difference is that now you can see the reasons that cause your discomforts your entire life. Now, me, over the past 15 years or so, I've dedicated myself to this path. I've shaped it into a practical, structured process that fits modern life. One that doesn't take decades to grasp or practice. You'll start feeling it right away, because once you see how your system works, it will just make complete sense to you. And to make it more accessible and more practical, I've combined this method with modern psychological tools from the realm of NLP, which is called neuro-linguistic programming. So you can think of Kabbalah as the source code for the software, and NLP as the execution files that run on your mind's processor. So that's what the course, Your Soul's Operating System, is designed to do. It turns the light inside. It reveals your inner architecture so you can stop guessing and stop trial and error attempts to help yourself. So with this course, you can finally start aligning your life. Now, I'm not asking you to believe me that what I say is true, because when you start listening to the course, It will just make absolute sense to you. It will give you clarity. You will open your eyes to the universal inner logical structure that has been there since the beginning of time. And you will see that learning this wisdom will help you make sense of the emotional turmoils that are happening in your life. So again, welcome to this course. I'm very excited to have you here. Let's begin this journey together, not just to understand your soul's design, but to actually live in sync with it. So I'll see you soon.